What is up, everyone? Marvel DC fan here with the second first impressions video for this week, and yeah, we have so, when I made that first impression for like the roundabout, I can't remember if I recorded it before or after I got my MetaQuest 3S. I want to say it was before, but I could be wrong. For some reason, if I recorded it afterwards, I didn't mention this game at all. But yeah, in case you haven't read the title, we're doing another Arkham game for first impressions. I never thought I would see the day. But the game in question is Arkham Shadow, which is the second attempt at a VR Batman game. The only other one being Arkham VR, which I gotta play at some point if I can get the PlayStation VR working. I want to try it out. But yeah, this game we've been talking about this over an intensive treatment for months. Just getting into when it was announced, I was like, oh cool, a new Arkham game. Like I saw the trailer and I'm like, oh cool, it's another Arkham game. And then come to find out, it's like, oh, it's a VR title. But after I thought about it for a little bit, I was thinking like this game in particular could have some potential. And knowing Camouflage, the developers who also made Iron Man VR, I was like, okay, I'm sure they're going to make a really good game. And yeah, the months went on. Trailers came out. I did a couple videos on, or did one. I did a couple videos. I did a rant, and I did a, I did a reaction to the trailer, or one of the trailers. Anyway, but yeah, we did more coverage on it on intensive treatment. So if you want to know our thoughts leading up to its release, then I suggest you go check out that video in particular. But yeah, the game came out in October. I didn't have a MetaQuest at the time, and then for Boxing Day of 2024, I decided to spoil myself a little bit, and I decided to get one. So at this point, or actually, I should say, the reason why I decided to put it out this week is because they recently released the new update, which has New Game Plus and the epilogue and stuff. So I thought it'd be appropriate to make a first impressions now in this game, while it's still being talked about and whatnot. But yeah, Arkham Shadow. At this point, I should mention that I have not finished the game for myself. I got about a couple hours in from what I've seen. And by what I've seen, I mean looking at the full gameplay for it. But yeah, so I played a little bit of it. I got through some parts of it, and I guess yeah, let's get into it. Starting off with the story, I'm really interested to see what they do with the story. Taking on this mysterious Rat King, whoever he may be, and also exploring parts of Gotham and Blackgate and whatnot was really cool, and it was just a sight to see as an Arkham fan, like seeing all the different landmarks like Ace Chemicals or the GCPD and stuff. Like it was so cool seeing that in first person, like getting to experience that through the lens of like VR and whatnot. And yeah, it was just I can't wait to play more of it, and I'm probably gonna go back to it here soon. I haven't touched the game in a little bit, but I'm really interested in finishing it and seeing what the story is all about. But yeah, so far it's really interesting to me. Um, it's like, and then as far as voice acting goes, you got Roger Craig Smith back as Batman. He's an underrated one, but one that I really like. And yeah, like it's you got some other castmates from the other games, Alfred, and I Troy Baker is Harvey Dent, and I think Tara Strong is also in there too. But um, yeah, one of Elijah Wood is Scarecrow. I don't think I might have met him in the game, but seeing that on the when they announced that, like for the trailers and stuff, that was nuts to me. I was not expecting Elijah Wood of all people, but yeah, the voice acting is really good and is really making me enjoy the story more, which I guess is the point of it. But now getting into gameplay, and gameplay is a lot of fun. It's a lot funnier than I thought it would be. I honestly didn't know what to expect about them trying to take the Arkham formula and making it into VR, but I gotta say they did it. They did it well. They did it really well. I would go as far as to say. Uh, like combat is so much fun. It's really tough to get used to, but I was like having a blast beating the ever loving shit out of thugs and whatnot. Like I was just like leaping over them, cape stunning them, and then absolutely pounding them into submission. It's mostly just like hitting the different markers on their bodies, but it was I don't know. I mean, I'm not really sure how else they could have done it, but I'm sure there's some way. Somebody's gonna tell me in the comments, but whatever. But yeah, combat was fun. Stealth was really fun. Like going up to gargoyles, gliding down behind somebody to do a silent takedown, using the gadgets in your like environment and stuff. It was really cool, and also just like even something like detective mode was fun. Getting to activate that on your own was really neat. As far as some other small things, the music is really good from what I've listened. And the graphics are good for a VR title. They looked a lot better than I thought they would. Because, I mean, VR is still like VR's been around for a long, quite a while now. But yeah, what they managed to do there, and like just the overall immersion was some like it threw me off. Like it just the opening moments of the game was like something that was just so surreal. Like being able to climb up ladders or rip apart grates on the wall. Like it was so fun and cool. And I'm also like I'm really excited to see like even the gadgets. The gadgets were like really fun to mess around with and use for yourself. I thought it would like I there's nothing more satisfying than just throwing a batarang at people or using it, or even just something like the grapnel gun. The grapnel gun was like really fun, just like putting your arm out, pressing the A button, and then zipping over. Like it was like the immersion factor was just insane to me. And I mean, you could definitely tell that I never really tried VR beforehand. So this was quite an introduction, and I can't wait to play more VR games when I get the chance to. There's some that are on my wish list, like there's Iron Man VR, for example. Uh, Beat Saber is the most popular one of the most popular ones. Even something like Tetris Effect, I can't wait to mess around with. But yeah, just getting into general final thoughts. This is a good game. This is a good game so far, and yeah, I can't wait to dive back in and just be Batman. Like as much fun as I had with the other Arkham games, like just the immersion alone is worth the price of admission. Like yeah, just absolute insanity what they managed to accomplish there. Like I just had a great time, and yeah, I can't wait to I can't wait to I can't wait to play more of it. Honestly, I'm in a few other like games at the moment. One of them being Metroid Dread, but I'm really stoked to get back into Shadow. So for the general crowd out there, I mean, it's definitely worth getting a MetaQuest, but I would honestly say to wait a little bit before you decide to purchase one. It's pretty pricey, and yeah, I like that's all I can like for the MetaQuest specifically. Um, If you have the money and you're willing to put down on it right now, then I would say go ahead and get it. But for everyone else, I would say just wait until, it's on sale or whatnot, or gets, price cuts and whatnot. Because this is a game, especially for like the superhero crowd and whatnot, this is a game that is definitely worth experiencing at some point. But yeah, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm really curious to see what the next first impressions. I think it's probably going to be Captain America. Just going it out there, but yeah, can't wait. Can't wait to make a video on that. I'm really interested in seeing it. But yeah, until then, have a great night. Follow me on my social media. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and of course, take care of yourselves.